Hello there and welcome back. In this video we are going to see how we can create why is it so bright? How we can create a Litestar web app which is going to allow us to upload files, and we will see how we can use the type annotation on context routes, so we have information on the schema about what kind of data is passed and so on. So let's create upload annotate.py, and basically what we would like to do is to import from Litestar the Litestar and the post and the get and the media type, and from Litestar the data structures import the upload file, and from Litestar .enums import the request encoding type, and from Litestar .params import body. From typing we import the annotated, and from data classes we import the data class. So first we create a data class and we call it user, and it has an ID which is an integer and a name which is a string. So the data class decorator can be used to create classes where the sole purpose is to store data, so we don't want to add any kind of functionality to it. Alright, so we will create a context route which responds to post requests, and basically we call this index, and the data is going to be a dictionary of strings, and it will return a dictionary of strings. And yeah, so return data, and the get path is going to be the user, and async def user path is going to return a user ID is 1 and the name is Gabriella. Wow. Now what we would like to do is to create a post request where the path is going to be create user and async def create user. We pass the data which is annotated and a user, sorry, this should be brackets, user, and the body is going to be, the title is create user, and the description is going to be creation of new user, and what we would like to do is to return the data. Alright, let's see if this works. So we instantiate the application, and the route handlers is going to be index user path and create user. Okay, UV-corn up. Great. Maybe you meant, what is it? So body create Data is annotated. It takes the user, the body. This is not equals. Okay. Invalid syntax. Another typo. Great. And it should return a user. Wow. So let's see. Here we have the upload annotate. And basically what we would like to do is to open up a Python shell, import the request module, and before we import it, we install it. So now that this is installed, we can open a Python shell, import the request module, and then what we would like to do is to import the JSON module as well. And we can use the requests.post http 127.0.0.1 8000, and basically what we should also do is to send a data. So as per definition, this context route responds to the post request, expects data, and returns data. So now the data should come from the JSON that dumps, and we say that the ID is 1 and the name is Gabriella, and it's not working. JSON dumps. What's the problem? Bad request. What's the response? Expected object got null. Key data. Hold on. It should be request post and the JSON dumps got null. Let's see how it responds to the user with the get request. Oh, it's fine. We have it here, and just to make sure, JSON dumps ID is one. It's working. And now let's try it. So we have, sorry. So basically it expects a dictionary which is made up of strings, and it failed because it was a string and an integer. And now it is working. So the default context route is okay. The user context route is okay. And we also have the create user context route. And basically for that, we can reuse this one with the create user, and the ID is 1 and the name is Florian. And as you can see, the create user is working. If we go to the browser and hit the schema, sorry, in order for this to work, we have to move this to the app.py and use the Litestar run --debug, and this is the context root for the schema. And in the browser, if we go here, you can see the documentation for the API that we just created. So here we have the post requests, it shows the content type, an example, and what it will respond, and so on. This is the list of context routes and how we can use it. All right. Create user, payload, and there we go. So this seems to be working fine, and now we can go to the app.py and create the context route for the file upload. So post path file and async def upload, and basically we take a data which is going to be annotated. Let's just copy and paste this part, and I'm going to rewrite it the appropriate places. So uploading of the file upload is the body, and it is going to take the, what is this, upload file as the argument. So basically here we have to switch out the user with the upload file. All right, and it will return a string. So the content is going to come from the await data.read, and the file name is going to be the data.file name, and in the response we say that the file name and the size is length data. All right, so now we have the upload. Let's see if it can run. It can run. Now let's see how we can use it. So if we go ahead and create a file test.txt and write stuff here, what we can do is to open up Python, and basically we use the request module, and in the request module we create a post request, and this is going to be the file context route, and the files is going to be open test.txt, read binary, and basically we want the text of the response. And where did it come? Files open. Oh, sorry, we have to specify the body keyword and close it here. Okay, so JSON is malformed, invalid character, byte 1. This is because of the data that we have in that file. So now if I go back and edit the test.txt and say that we have the following there. So name is Daniel and age is 32, and save it. We can try and resend it, and it's still complaining. 400 status code, client exception. So we are using the files, and it has the body, and we open it in read binary, and it has the text. So what is with the app? Await data.read. Sorry. So media type is media type text. Now let's see it once again. And here we have the media type specified, and upload file. Body, title, description, and there is one thing missing. So we have to specify the media type here as well, and say that request encoding type dot multi part. Let's see. Voila. So upload file has no length. Then what we want to do is to call the dir function, run it once again, and there we go. So this is basically the file that we have just uploaded, and we have the file name attribute and headers, content type, and so on. So what do we do? Basically that's it. So maybe we could adjust it. So we want to print the data.read. Runtime warning. Okay, then we have to do something else. Oh, we already have read the data. Down, print content, and maybe we want to do the content as well. All right. So now this is a string basically, and what we can do is to write this string. So here we have the data, and if I say that with open uploaded .txt, write mode as f.write content. Okay, must be stir, not bytes. So if we go back, we have to call the decode. Alright, so now, if everything goes well, I should have the two txt files, the test.txt and the uploaded txt with the same content. And technically that was it. See you in the next one.